scoring this contest will be Mark Lyson. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he's wearing white with gold and weighed in at 18 stone, 8 pounds. Coming to us from Silsden, Yorkshire, he brings a professional record of 4 wins with just 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Danny Big Dog Whitaker. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing white with green and weighed in at 15 stone, 9 pounds. Hailing from Ladbroke Grove in London, he had a stellar amateur career, and now as a professional, he is undefeated with 3 wins. All 3 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Big D, David Adelaide.
Okay, David. Okay, boys, both know the rules. I want you to obey my commands. I tell you to break clean, defend yourselves at all times. Okay, boys? Good luck to you both.
David Adelaide hasn't done too much wrong so far in his 4th fight here, and looking very much the part so far. Danny Whitaker from Silsden, near Keighley. Tonight in his 6th pro fight. Silsden, home of the renowned Lampkin dynasty. Great trials riders. Dougie now going back in time. Arthur Lampkin, who's still with us. 80-odd now, and his brother Martin.
You know your history, John.
Used to be on telly all the time, once upon a time. David Adelaide's first time at 6 rounds, this one. His trainer Frank Greaves told us that he expects Big Dog to give it a go.
I have been impressed with Adelaide. Apparently he's been doing a lot of sparring around all the gyms, doesn't he? He sparred Anthony Joshua and a few others. And yeah, he's done really well in those spars, so he's doing his homework, he's doing the graft.
He helped Tyson Fury over in Las Vegas, didn't he?
He sparred Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, hasn't he? So yeah, he goes around the gyms and he spars the best. And he started his pro career very well indeed. But this is another test for him here. Whitaker. I agree with Frank Greaves. He'll come and have a go with Will Whitaker.
Talking about my history, I read somewhere that David's grandfather was a serious handful once upon a time back home in Nigeria, where his family came from originally. A feared fighting man. Stopped Phil Williams last time out. Adelaide got him out in the 3rd round and finished it very impressively, going through the gears well.
Yeah, he's got decent power, hasn't he, Adelaide? A couple of things he's been just trying here. You watch him with the jab, he just taps the jab occasionally to the head and to the body, and then you'll see a right hand come over the top. Especially when he goes downstairs with that jab to the body. And you watch the right hand that will follow. It's just a bit of a decoy punch, if anything. So he experiments with his lead hand, but he's always looking for that big right hand over the top. Let's see if he does it. He might just tap the body with that lead hand, and then the big right hand follows.
Big Dog waiting for Adelaide to commit himself. Fought in Ultimate Boxer last December, Whitaker. Beat Jonathan Palata, but then was stopped by Nick Webb. First round of 6 completed. Welcome back to the atmospheric church house, and there's Daniel Dubois having a look at this wonderful atmospheric hall here.
10 seconds.
First view of it for him. Meanwhile, just chilling out in his changing room.
Round
Joe
2.
Joyce getting ready to go. Real sense of anticipation about this big fight tonight. Bookies have got Daniel Dubois as a fairly warm favourite.
And Joe Joyce is a bit insulted by that, isn't he, about them
He
odds?
Yes, he says if he hits me and I don't go and I know that I'm okay and I can take it, then we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure in Joe Joyce's mind he'll be thinking about taking Daniel Dubois into those later rounds. Getting past round 5 and 6 I think should be the target for him, and then we will see what Daniel Dubois is made of also. But you know, most people think Daniel could do it early. It's one of them, it's got people split right down the middle.
Gave that first round to David Adelaide, presumably.
Yeah, I did. I thought he won the first round, but Whittaker, he's boxing a clever fight here because he's not committing over his front foot, and that's not a bad little attack there from Whittaker. And that's just why Adelaide's just struggling to find him with that right hand, because the movement of Whittaker is most of the time he's just moving away from him. So he's boxing a clever fight, is Whittaker.
He only had 5 amateur fights, but he went up to 22 stones at one stage. He's still 18-8 now, and down he goes.
2, 3,
Court squared up. Yeah, and going down for the first time.
6, 7.
Adelaide backs him onto the ropes, doesn't he? He come a little bit too square, gets caught with that right hand over the top.
Well, it's going to test his powers of recovery and fitness, such as it may be, to get through this round now, because there's still a minute and Adelaide's looking for it.
Yeah, he's looking for that big shot now, and that's a super little right uppercut on the inside, and that sets the ball rolling now.
And going through the gears, and the referee pushes him away, and I think he's had enough. He said, that's it, is he? No, he's not. No, he's given a timeout now. Did he hit him while he was down?
I'm not too sure, John, here.
Or has he stopped it? I'm not sure.
I think, will he accept?
No, I think
he's saying...
Okay, you understand?
Well, he's
No, he
accepting.
has stopped it.
He is, yeah. I think because the corner wanted to pull him out, but he was warning David Adelaide for, I think, a low shot there, or hit him when he's actually down on the floor.
I think that might be it. We'll see it more accurately when we view the replays, but I think he maybe caught him when he had actually gone down. He hit, I'll tell you what, Richie, hit him with an absolute peach of a little right uppercut inside.
It was the right uppercut on the inside that started it all off. There's a right hand there, and so Whittaker makes the mistake of going back onto the ropes. There's also a shot there just on the top of the head. Let's have a look now. So there, just hits him there.
This is the
Keeps him back
first
onto the
knockdown,
ropes.
isn't
Now he's on the ropes. Let's have a look at the finish now. So Adelaide then backs him up again, and it's a shot that's literally on the back of the head, if anything. But he couldn't. It scrambled his senses a little bit, and as he's coming forward now, big shots are going in.
Oh, now there
Now
you
that's
are,
where.
see.
That's that.
Yeah.
But he didn't actually catch him. I think he might just caught his elbows or his arms.
He was technically down,
He
wasn't he?
was,
But
and it was an illegal shot, but the damage was done already, I think.
well, there's no question, and no complaint from Danny Whittaker. He was outgunned there by David Adelaide, who's 4 out of 4 now, and he's moving so well. He's going to be having to have a step up in class soon.
Yeah, I think he will, John. I think that performance there, he got the job done in the end. You know, he had to just work for it a little bit harder because Whittaker wasn't coming forward, but he got the job done in the end. That's the main thing, and he's got a big future. He really has. Very explosive, powerful. Yeah, I like what I see.
Yep, and charming and articulate, which doesn't go down too badly in the modern-day boxing game. So, victory for David Adelaide, and here is Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes 9 seconds of round number 2. Our referee, Mark Lyson, stops the contest as the red corner was in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner, and still undefeated, Big D, David Adelaide.
Nearly a naughty boy moment at the end of the fight, but he gets the win. It's 4 out of 4 for David Adelaide.
Finish here, he's got a great double jab, he's good looking, he's a great talker. The compliments, Dave, they're driving me crazy.
He's got a great trainer.
He's got a great trainer in Frank Greaves, everyone loves him. Dave, forget the fan club upstairs, David A and Carl Frampton. Dave, quite seriously, you had to do a little bit of thinking there in the first and the second round. I know it ended in the second, you had to do a little bit of thinking.
Yeah, you know why? Because we really had a game plan set out before we came out, and we thought this time. Frank, my coach, was telling me he ain't got to blast smart in the first one, and you've got more runs to do now. So now we was a bit looking a bit more, seeing what you had to offer. We see how we fought before, but you can't really go off videos you've seen. So we had to start fresh, get in the ring, see what he was like, see what the speed was like. So I was just waiting a bit, and then the end of the first one, I kind of had my gauges. So I thought the second one, I know what I'm going to do, and just progression, round after round.
Now, when it finished, there's a bit of confusion. You hit him when technically he was down. He wasn't sprawled out, but technically he was down. But the shot was flowing. It wasn't intentional, was it?
Exactly. No. I mean, like you said, the shot was flowing. It was a combination. And I thought he was just bent over trying to defend himself. So I hit him, I think it was uppercut. Not too sure, I've got to go back and watch the video. I didn't even know he was done. And then I've looked over and his corner's already thrown in the towel.
Yeah.
So the referee's obviously told me to stand in the opposite corner.
To calm down.
So it was a bit, so I thought, you know what, he's got a bit of time now.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe he's going to come back out again, and I thought I'm going to do it properly now. So.
Well, Danny would have come back out because that's the way it is. Let me ask you, before you go, I've got to ask you, it's quite simple. It's Daniel Dubois, it's Joe Joyce. You know the two of them, you know the pair of them. How's it going to end? Ding, ding, first round. What's going to happen?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, if it's kept long, Joyce is in problems. But if Joyce manages to, use his actual sheer size and aura, then Dubois is in problems. I think Dubois bangs hard. Joyce is physically stronger. It's going to be a good fight.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you're selling it like we're selling it. Dave, thanks very much indeed.
Pleasure. Thank
He's
you.
4-0, Paul. He's 4-0.
Yes, thank you.